Hi, this is Kevin Miller of Sol3D. In this video, I wanted to go through a little bit just to touch on sort of the final level of user management, and that is the type of user that can uh, basically add and create projects of their own, and then obviously give out permissions just like I was showing in other videos, and then use those project data in the cloud. So uh, in this case, I am now logged into Engine Cloud with my like kind of super admin account. In this case, I can see a whole bunch of different projects that I've created and that I have managed full management control over. And then also, if somebody invited me to one of these projects, I would also be able to view those projects as well. And again, I can view them by project card or list or map view if I want to see them that way. But the key difference here is as a Solved Engine user, I also have Solved Engine installed, the desktop client installed on my computer. And with that gives me some additional functionality. So I need to have the desktop client installed and licensed on my computer. So in my drop down here, or on my computer, I've loaded the Solved Engine viewer desktop client. So you see here it's running as a Windows program. By default, it looks very similar to viewing a project. I have no data loaded. So in this case, I can choose to say create projects or modify existing projects. And I can do that in a number of different ways. So I can just add data to the system, create a new project, which I'll show you in a second. Or if I want to modify any of these existing projects that are that have already been uploaded, I can always just go File, Open Project Cloud. By default, if you're not authenticated, it will link you to the Engine Cloud. So this process will make you log in if you haven't logged in yet. I've already logged in. So now if I go back to the desktop app, I can see all of the same projects that I have access to. And then just like before, say that LRT route, I can click on it and it will stream in all of the tags, the bookmarks, all of that data. You see under the management tab, all of these little things have little cloud icons, meaning that they're being streamed in from the cloud website. And I can use the project locally. I can even add new tags just like before. I can add new bookmarks, modify bookmarks, do the same measurements, everything that I could do on the website. I could do it all locally, but I can also manage this data. So if I want to add, say, new point clouds, or add an orthomosaic or another model file, or a link out to a Esri feature server or something, I can add all those out. I can also navigate. Maybe I have a north section and a whole set of new point clouds. I can just start adding them, or maybe I collected data today and I wanted to add that new data to the project. I could give this folder and call it give it a date or something, and put it in this way and add all of the new data in that. And then update my bookmarks and organize the data accordingly. So I have full administrative permissions on what data is in the project, and um, that kind of stuff. So I can also choose to, and once I make changes, sorry, I should mention, once I make changes, let's just add another bookmark in this case. Let's just zoom in, maybe when we want to look at the stop sign by classification or something, turn down our points. I can add a new bookmark and call this sign. And there I have my bookmark. So again, this is the same process. Say you added point cloud and reorganize. Anytime you made changes, you have to synchronize them back up to the cloud. So you got to upload that data. So I just go to Tools, Export Cloud, and you see it's going to update that existing project. And I just hit export. In this case, I only added a bookmark, so it was very quick. But if I added new point clouds or images, you'll see a progress bar with an upload, and you'll see things uploading, and might take a few minutes or several hours, depending how much data you add. But it'll all upload to the cloud. And then again, anyone who already has access to that project is going to see the latest and greatest of whatever you've changed. So that's good. say we're making a new project, so I can just go File, New, create New, back to a blank thing. Let's look at I have the data I use for the sharing workshop here on my desktop. If I copy this and go Add Folder Contents, paste that whole folder, Engine is going to go through and try to load all of that data, anything that it knows about. In this case, it couldn't quite detect the projection, so that's fine. We'll fix that. But I'll quickly go here and call this, a new building, or whatever I want to call the project. I'll set the projection. Again, we have other videos on how to go through project creation, but I'll set this to, say, 3TM, and we'll go Update. And you'll see everything will refresh into that projection. It's in the correct place in the world. Again, add any bookmarks that you might want to add. Maybe call this building, and this is you want to view by classification. Maybe we want quickly. I'll just do a few more. Go top view. We'll do an overview one. Maybe let's go by height. Crank that way up. Sure, that looks good. Zoom in a bit. Add a new one called overview. So the exact same stuff I was showing you before, but all on the desktop. And say I'm happy with this. Now I can choose to upload it. So I go to Tools, Export, Cloud. And you see it says it's going to upload all this. This little warning just says it has to do some extra work on Point Cloud. So it's just warning you that it'll take a little bit more time for that kind of data. So you see here, this is what I was talking about. It's going through that data set and starting to upload it. It's going to go as fast as your internet connection allows you to upload. In this case, it's a pretty small data set, so it shouldn't take too long. Here we go. So now I have a link. I can just click on it if I want, and I'll jump right into the project. Again, in the exact same view, I left it off as when I was viewing it in here. So you see everything's loaded. Again, I have those bookmarks that I defined, and I have all of the data. So now, by default, only you have permission to that project, but I can always go into the Home tab again, and I can find my new building one. So you see here, just like I was showing with the project admins, I can click Settings. I'm the only one who has access to the project because I just created it, but I can choose to invite users by email just like before, or I can go to Settings. Maybe I want to allow view-only access, and I can copy this out. Maybe let's just open it up in Firefox just to show you. Paste the URL here, and it will load up with that exact same view and those bookmarks. And you can see here my user profile, I'm in view-only mode. Didn't have to log in, but I have all of that data there, and I can start to utilize it and collaborate on that data. I hope that helps. Again, check out our support portal, solve3du.com/support. Register for an account there. Check out the videos and documentation, or if you need additional help, reach out support@solve3du.com or fill out the form in our support portal, and somebody will get back to you. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.